In this video, we're going to take a look at the MoreArt 164 scale underground parking garage diorama, which is number 915004. This is arguably one of the coolest underground parking garages from MoreArt or any other brand, as it combines integrated LED lights with very distinctive arch columns. Combined with the mirrored side pieces, it really gives you a realistic look and a great way to take photos and display your diecast cars. Packaging wise, you can see it comes in a very big box. MoreArt is usually pretty good about this, so it's more protected at the edges. And you can see just basic graphics on there and warning information on there. We'll go ahead and open this up. We'll go over the specs. Retail price for this is about $32.99. And believe it or not, it's actually cheaper if you buy it from a US distributor versus the MoreArt AliExpress store, which is about $40 plus another $15 in shipping. Again, this has LED lighting, so you can actually light it up. And it has mirrored sidewalls that reflect the light. It's a very big model. It's 30 by 30 by 10.5 centimeters, which is 11.8 by 11.8 by 4.1 inches. So definitely a big square setup. Very well packaged. And you can see you have multiple pieces here with the arches, the top, bottom, and the side pieces. Here you can see the arches. These are all foam construction. And you can see you have graphics printed on there that look pretty realistic. You have multiple arch pieces. You get a clear front cover to keep the dust out with the MoreArt logo on there. And you can see there's actually protective film on here. That's why it looks so fuzzy. Then you have the sidewalls, which are actually mirrored. And again, has a little protective film on there. So you want to take those off once it's finally assembled. You have this special back piece, which has two USB-C slots to power this, so you can put on either side. You need to provide your own power source, and they have a USB Type-C charging cable, with a little on-off switch. You have the parking stops, which are these kind of cheap yellow cardboard inserts that just go into the slots. You have another cross arch piece, two side pieces, another mirrored piece, so you have three sides that you can use. And you can actually rearrange them so you can display as any angle. This is the really cool part about this. You have the LED strips that serve as the roof with the cabling that routes through the backside and can be daisy chained together. Again, very well packaged and nice cover. You have the bottom piece, which is the individual parking spots, the slots which the sides go into, and the little slots where the columns would insert. Very thick foam piece, again with just texture printed on there. And you can see the backside is just plastic or just black finish on there. You also get an instruction manual, which is pretty important as this is fairly complicated. You can see you're supposed to insert the columns, insert that back panel, insert the top panel, and then insert the side pieces. So very basic information. Now let's go over the assembly. We have the bottom piece, and we're going to insert the curb stops on here. This is something you see with a lot of their models. And you can see it has a little texture on there with a simple slot design. So you just take these, put them in the slot. They're not directional. And you just want to get it lined up and then push down. You can see now they're all inserted. You actually get an extra piece just in case you break one, which is a nice detail. Then you want to insert the columns. You can see they actually go in one direction only, and they both have A printed on each side. They're unfinished on the edges though, so you can actually see the black foam. So position these and then push down. Then we have the two arches. You can see it's not perfectly symmetric. One side is a little bit longer, so you can see that it's slightly longer. You want to put the shorter piece on the side with the back wall, and the back wall is indicated with these slots, and that's not really obvious from the instructions, but it won't go together if you don't do it correctly. Then we have the back piece. This conceals the power, so you can see it has a power outlet here, and you want this pointing upward. You can see the slots here, and then these two USB ports. So it's very hard to line it up perfectly, but if you line it up carefully, it should go in. And then you give it a little bit of pressure. Then you have these two side panel covers. So we end up with this little grid here, and you'll see there's actually a corresponding slot that matches that. So just like a little puzzle piece, you want to slide that in. So you can see now we have the side pieces, and this will create a little void here where the cables will get hidden. One of the mirrored pieces has these little edges. All the other ones are smooth, so they either go on the front, back, or side. But this one is only for this rear panel. So you want to insert this downward. You can also see it has this mirrored film on there, which you can leave on until you're comfortable, but you can see nice and shiny mirror finish. So this one just position in between and push down in the slots. The next piece is attach the roof, and you can see this roof piece has 3 LED strips and then the slots that match the little nubs on the top of the column. And then these 3 slots here that match that back panel. So you'll see what happens is when you put them in there, the cables get pushed forward. So the cables will be hidden in that little inner piece and you'll never see them. So very nice design, but it does take a little bit of patience getting this installed perfectly. You also want to connect the cables now. So each of these LED strips has the positive, negative, and you just want to daisy chain them together. So I connected the left one to the middle, and then we'll connect the middle to the power source, which will get connected to the actual plug. So you can connect that to a wall or a little external battery. And then you just want to make sure it's daisy chained, so you want to make sure they're all crisscrossed. So then we'll take the right one, insert them across. And then finally, you'll end up with one open. So I'll do the insertion off camera, but the trick is to essentially line this up from the back side and then push forward very carefully, not bending it, but making sure everything's aligned perfectly as you apply pressure. You can see now I have it inserted. It takes a little bit of patience and care, but you can see if you get it right, all the cables are hidden. You have nice tight gaps, and you can see that the edges are fully pushed in. You might have to push it with a little pressure back here to get them in, but you just want to do that carefully. But once you're done, you can see you're pretty much done with the assembly now. I went and took off the little cover on the back, so you can see perfect reflection on there. A nice open design, so you can actually display this as it is, or you can come in and add the side pieces. So I'll go ahead and take off the mirrored protective film on there. And you can see very nice. You can put this in either direction, so it's all swappable. All these sides can be swapped, but one of the basic setups is to have this here on the side, remove the other film, put that on the other side as well. And you can see now you have this boxed in finish, and when you turn on the light, this will all light up so you can see everything really well. And then you can also keep out the dust by putting on the transparent cover. And you can see there also is a cover on here. It's hard to figure out which side is which, but if you keep pulling on it, you can feel the little film on there. You can also see it has the MoreArt printed on there. So this one can be inserted in the front like this. So a very slick setup. And again, you can actually swap out the sides. So these are, again, all interchangeable, same dimensions. So you can put this on the side. You can take off a side if you want to leave it open for a more open display, or leave it as is. Here you can see with some cars on there, and you can see from any angle, it has a very realistic look. The lighting looks great. And with the mirrored side pieces, it really looks very realistic, and it looks like you have even more cars than you actually do. It's designed with 4 parking spots on each side, and you can see tons of space. So they're very spacious. You can put trucks or bigger vehicles in here with no problem. Plenty of space between them, so you can even put figurines. And you get a cool underground parking garage effect, so if you want to do a Tokyo drift or something, you can definitely do that. The middle is a little bit cramped, so you can see if we put 2 cars side by side, it gets a little bit tight, but still plenty of space. And I would recommend just spacing them out and then putting figurines in between there. You can also display this in different ways, so we can take off the side piece, and you can display this from the side in a open configuration, and it still looks cool. So depending on if you have a corner setup, this will be a nice way to show it. And then you can see the rear ends of the vehicles, and you can even see more details of them. Or you could put the 3 on there, leave the front on there, and keep the dust out. With the light off, it gets pretty dark in here though. So this is definitely a model where you want to use the light. You can see if I turn it off, So you can see with the light off, it's definitely harder to see inside. So definitely more of a diorama where you want to keep the light on, as there's no skylights or anything else. It's also very strong, so you can stack this and put something else on there. Now let's go to the pros and cons for the set. What I like about it is it has integrated lighting, so it really looks realistic. You have 3 rows, and combined with the mirrored sides, it lights up the entire thing and gives you an infinite scene, so great for photos or videos. It also has a realistic appearance with a distinctive arches, and that's what I really like about this design in particular. It looks very unique compared to the other standard parking garages, which have walls or just simple columns. As far as negatives, you do have unfinished edges and very simple curb stops, so they could have done a little bit better there. I also think the concrete texture on the floor could look a little better compared to the other models. And the center road is slightly narrow, so if you want to put more cars side by side, you're better offsetting them a little bit. Otherwise, I think it's a very nice set, and I definitely recommend it. It's one of my favorite of the MoreArt sets, and it's a very simple but effective one if you have a little bit of desktop space or you want to create a multi-level effect.